Oh, here we go. Hi. What's going on, guys? Let me head on in here and check out my live stream real quick. All right. Hello, what's up? Hey, Anthony, you're in here. Guys, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you can hear me, how the audio is, how the video is. Let me know how things look. All right, we are in here. I am on the live chat. Let's go. We are here in the live chat. All right. Good evening. Good morning. Mayan buntag. Good morning to everyone around the world. Good evening to those here in the Philippines or in the western side of the world. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If everything's clear, let's continue on and get this live broadcast going because we have got a ton of updates and tons of things to talk about. All right. All clear, dude. Yes, sounds good. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. All righty. Well, it has been quite the month so far. First off, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on. My name is Dagan. This is the Millennial Legends channel. It's a channel that I started January 1st, 2023 when I moved here to the Philippines. I moved here months before that, but I didn't start actually streaming, broadcasting, or uploading videos until January 1st. It's been a long, wild road since then, and the channel continues to evolve and continues to grow daily, and I have so much appreciation for those who have been here for me since the beginning and those who are here now and supporting. It's been a really, really wild ride, especially to guys like Anthony here and his wife Ta, absolutely my biggest supporters in the world. They're so awesome. They've even, I got to show you this. It's so awesome. You'll love it. If you haven't seen it already, they got me this at my last, when they came here last. I wish I had a sign holder to hold it up, but look at that. Say what? How awesome is that? Maybe one of these days I'll get some sign holders and hold it up. I came into their party one night to visit them on the other side of the island here in Bohol, and it was there, and I was like, oh my God. Hey, shout out, what's going on? Bonsano29, how are you guys doing? So here, as you're in this vlog tonight, as we get into these updates, I'm gonna give you some really, really amazing, kind of just mind-blowing, life-changing updates here towards the end of the stream. I'm gonna get through the updates for the month, and I just have some wild news for you guys. So stay tuned for that. If you're new to the channel, you have below. If you'd like to have your comment seen or heard here, then you can go ahead and send in a super chat down below. Click the super chat button, put in the super chat, and I will prioritize your question and ask and answer it directly here below. Thank you so much for the support. And now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Grab my handy dandy journal here and my logbook for the month, and let's just talk about some things. So August was a very different month for me. It was my attempt and experiment at seeing what 30 for 30 looks like, what would happen if I took my long form adventure vlog and turned it into a day vlog, and what 10-minute day vlogs of my life and everyday stuff would be. And this is what it's turned out to be, just a wild, crazy, totally different experience. I never in my life thought it would be so difficult to do daily vlogs, let alone to make them wild, new, and exciting for you guys. A lot of the time I work really hard at doing something or going to some kind of event or going on some kind of adventure. And from that, I come home, I download, I edit, and I put a lot of time and passion into these videos, sometimes a week, sometimes 10 days for one video to make it really high quality for you guys when it comes out. And in this case, that was not the situation. There is so much that goes into having the time and the work-life balance of being able to come home and get everything done and get it uploaded in time, and then like live your day and do your normal stuff and do your normal work. It really was a humbling moment for me. Oh gosh. Excuse me. I will say that it did kind of burn me out a little bit. I had one really loyal fan and subscriber who commented, "Look, man, it's going to be really hard. Careful, don't get burnt out." And he was really accurate in that, and I thank him for that. He knows who he is, and I'm sure he'll see this when he comes on. Um, Another big humble lesson for me with this was learning that when you live day to day and your vlogs are day to day, you're at the mercy of nature. You're at the mercy of the acts of God. You're at the mercy of the infrastructure of where you're at. During this event, during this month of August, there have been days where I'm traveling, and there is just no way that I am going to be able to get to a computer, get online, because of where I'm at in the jungle or the mountains or on a boat or in the ocean. There's no way that I'm going to be able to get in, upload videos, edit them on my editing software, and then have the Wi-Fi capabilities of uploading 4K high definition ultra HD videos to you guys, which is what I've been doing lately. It was mind-boggling to think, God, how am I going to do this today? Because I plan my life like a normal month. I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go climb a mountain. I have visitors coming. My best friends came to see me for a little while, and it ended up just being one of those like, wow, I don't know if I can get a video out today. Crap, I don't know what I'm going to do. And that kind of got to me a little bit because I am a little bit of a perfectionist, and I really do kind of like, I want to provide for you guys like the utmost amazing experience possible. And so for me, it took a lot out of me every time that I wasn't able to get a video out for you guys. About 9 days ago, it all kind of piled together into one big avalanche where we had 2 days of no power, or as we call it here in the Philippines, brownouts. And so I went from having a busy day at sea to coming back and trying to edit 2 days worth of videos and put them out, to not having any power or internet for 14 hours in town all the way until 3 in the morning. And that really got me down because I couldn't do anything. And then I woke up the next day and tried to catch up, and we had a power outage again for most of the entire day, 2 days in a row. Totally caught me off guard there. That was totally a tough one for me as well. What I learned about day vlogging, it's something that you really have to prepare for. I think if you're going to day vlog, like, you literally need to schedule your month. And you need to schedule your month in accordance with the ability to actually day vlog. And like that's not something I did. I scheduled my month to live my month and to live my life. And it definitely took a toll on it there. Especially when I'm up in the mountains and in the really urban parts, the really rural parts of the Philippines, and there's no internet, and I'm on the motorcycle till 10, 11 o'clock at night, traveling back and forth. You can pretty much guarantee there's almost no way that I'm going to get a video out. And then on top of that, you guys have to know that I have to prioritize my paying customers and my loyal patrons and things like that. There are people who in my membership group pay for membership in order to get my videos ahead of time, ad-free, and before anybody else gets them. Also the behind the scenes stuff, the sneak peeks, all that kind of stuff. They get custom emojis and emoticons in here when they comment or when they watch my lives. They get all kinds of behind the scenes access. So not only do I have to prioritize getting my videos out to the public, you guys, my loyal fans that are sitting here watching, I also have to prioritize getting it all out early so that it's fair to the people who are paying for an upgraded experience with me. And all of those things can hinder on a content creator. So humble lessons there. It really can take it out of you. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are good. Welcome to everybody on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you want to give me a chat or send a super chat, just put it in the live section below on the live chat. And if you want to prioritize a question for me currently, hit super chat. It'll pop up here. I'll give you a huge shout out on the channel, and I will answer your question accordingly. All right, moving on. Another reason that I actually had to stop for 2 days doing my vlogs, and I will be very, very honest with you guys. I promised you from the beginning that I would never hold anything back, and I would be as upfront and honest with you guys as possible. I have my second. I have my second stalker, my second creeper, as they would say. For me, after I kind of called this person out and figured out the evil that this person kind of is that I kind of like started to block them on everything. And then it turned into more of a troll where this person just would not leave me alone. Sadly, to the point of physically stalking me and where I'm at here on the island of Bohol. And that ended up being a thing where I then had to honestly turn off my I had to turn off my views. I had to turn off my day vlog for 2 days so that no one could know where I was or what I was doing for those 2 days, while I contacted the local authorities, the local Philippine police, and both local and international, and had them reported. And hopefully the situation is now being taken care of. And ironically, this person is actually another former Philippine American vlogger here, who years ago got pretty famous as a vlogger, and then, from what I am understanding and reading, was forced to take their vlog down due to threats and rumors of things, some very, very vulgar, horrible things that they were doing to some unfortunate people in the Mindanao region. So I'm really glad that I was able to get rid of that person and handle that stalking situation. That was kind of my first one, my first real serious stalker / troll that I've had to deal with. And I tell you, it's really not comfortable. Even as a big, secure, alpha male military veteran like me, it's not comfortable to have a stalker or a troll like that. So that kind of took a little bit of an emotional toll on me, definitely a mental toll as well, trying to figure it all out in a foreign country like this. So I definitely, that added to everything that I was doing and what was going on in my life as well. So that's another reason why things calmed down over the last week. But good news is it's over with, and I've handled it, and the troll is no more. And as Nicki Minaj once said when she got on stage, you better be careful. And thank you so much for hating me, because all you haters had to download and listen to my music to hate on it anyway. So if I'm going to have a troll or a stalker, at least they're watching my videos. So I'm looking on the bright side of it. But yeah, that's actually my second stalker. Believe it or not, I have my first stalker is a female Filipina. And yeah, that was pretty creepy. That was even when my ex was still here with me. To the point where she had to step in and handle it. It was a pretty wild experience. Definitely a first for me. I've been a chef and a fishing and sailing captain my whole life. I've never really had a public image lifestyle. So to have people online following me and stalking me, it was a pretty wild experience. So once again, thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you're here, please put all your questions and comments in the chat below. I'll answer them. And if you'd like to leave a super chat, go ahead and do that below, and I will answer that super chat accordingly immediately. So thank you so much for that. So now let's get into my future plans and the plans for what's going to happen and my massive updates that are happening right now. As you all know, I have officially been here for 2 years as of last week. 2 years. I have lived in the Philippines now for 2 years. I'm so happy about it. I'm so blessed. I'm really, really, really am blessed to be here. I have made some amazing friends, made core memories that I will never forget. And I really do think I've found a place to call home. I really do. That being said, it's not totally legally my home yet. All I can do is rent here. And all I can do as far as business and future is wait on things until I am married, and then go from there. Shout out Bonzano, give this guy a like in this chat channel. Be careful, idol. Yes, thank you so much for that. It's true. It's very, very true. I will be a lot more careful nowadays. With that whole being careful and trolls and stalkers and things like that, I totally see now why all these legends and these pros in the vlogging world, when they do travel vlogs, they never do a travel vlog where they're actually at. And I don't know if you've ever noticed that about the vloggers that you watch. I started doing that a lot more recently, where you're watching me somewhere, like say downtown Manila. I can promise you from security standpoint that I'm no longer in Manila by the time you see that, because I don't actually want people to know where I'm at directly. So just keep that in mind when you guys are watching videos with content creators. A lot of the time when you're watching a video of them somewhere, they're already somewhere else. So let's see here in the comments section. Brilliant Mind asks, any regrets living here? Any regrets living here? I don't have regrets about living here. I think it's one of the most amazing things I've ever done. I've lived abroad a lot of my life. The military brought me here 15 years ago, and I've lived in a lot of wild and amazing places. This place definitely takes my heart. I had a pretty rough emotional time over the last 10 years before COVID in America, adjusting to the civilian life, getting out of the military, adjusting to being a civilian, dealing with the chaos that is a liberally run blue country for the last, so many years. All the propaganda and the stuff that I've dealt with in America, it's been a pretty tough time adjusting. And I found that when I came here, I no longer had to try to fit in. I just fit in, and I was totally just accepted here in this country with open arms and loving hearts, and that really changed things for me. I can't really say that there's anything that I regret from living here. The only thing that I know now, like, you have to come. It's a rite of passage. You come, you make mistakes, you learn, you go broke, you get your heart broken, whatever it is, you make mistakes to learn. You always accept the tough, accept the hardships, because they're going to make you a better person in the end. And we learn from those painful lessons. So anything that I've had to deal with, be it the breakup or, running out of money or anything like that, I don't regret any of it, because I've learned really, really well from all of it. And I've learned how to balance my life and balance how to survive in this country. Because keep in mind, living here 2 years, I'm not allowed to work. So I'm still on tourist visa here in this country. So I'm not allowed to legally go get a job and make money here in this country. So when you come here under that, you have to keep in mind, the specifics and logistics of it. I think the only thing that's tough or that's sad about living here, aside from the minor things like petty corruption or like overcharging for things at the market because I'm white, stuff like that, I've kind of gotten over. And becoming a local and learning to speak Messiah like I have, that's kind of changed for me. No, they can't really scam me in the markets anymore. I speak the language. I know how to barter. I know how to talk to the ladies. So none of that's really upset me. I think the only thing that's been upsetting at all in this whole situation for me, was honestly seeing how much the environment has been impacted here. I'm a fisherman. I'm a waterman. I live for it. If you look up my name, Dagon, type in Dagon the God and Google it, you'll literally learn that my name is one of the most ancient deity names there are out there. And my name represents an ancient god that is half man, half fish, and god of oceans and many other things. Literally, the pagan symbol for Dagon the god is the head and mouth of a fish, which I don't know if you know is the papal hat. The hat that the Pope wears in Rome is literally the head of Dagon. Just so you know, I'm in a Catholic country. Catholicism adopts more paganism than you would ever believe. The hat of the Pope is the head of Dagon. Just so you know, cool little side fact. Yeah, so it would be the impact on the environment and the seafood. There's no fish left in the Philippines. And I'm working with some programs and trying to come up with some really amazing programs and people and projects here where we can save the planet and save the seafood of the Philippines, because these people rely on seafood, and so do I, and they are very rapidly running out of it. I've talked to some scientists, we've done some numbers, and it looks like within the next 10 to 12 years, the Philippines will physically run out of majority of its wild caught seafood. So it's happening very, very fast. I really, really want to help with that. When I came here, I was naive enough to think that I would be able to eat seafood every day and just go get fresh seafood or go out and catch fresh seafood. The reef fish, the tiny, beautiful, colorful fish on the reef, they're here, and that's awesome. But the big fish, the pelagics, the fish that we eat for dinner, the fish I'm used to eating every single day, being back in Florida where I'm from, they're gone. Wala, harot na, as they say here. And that's been really hard. Being forced to eat pork or chicken all the time. There's no beef. That's been really hard for me, because I really, really would prefer to eat fish and seafood. And the shrimp is farmed. The crabs, most of the crabs are farmed now here. The milkfish and a few other of the fish, the tilapia, they're all farmed. But like to be able to get a snapper, a grouper, a marlin, or some tuna, it can actually get pretty hard. So that's probably the only negative thing there for me. But really good question, and I appreciate that. So shout out to Brilliant Mind. Shout out to JGVF, aka Jovanessa. So if you see on here JGVF, hey, she says, "What's up? Having dinner with my daughter and her partner. Happy birthday dinner. Happy birthday, you guys." If you take a look, her name is highlighted and she has a special badge in front of her name. That is because she is one of my paid channel members, my most absolutely loyal subscribers, and she gets custom emojis, she gets custom badges. So that is a prime example of it. If you want to become a member, I have membership opportunities for only 90 pesos a month, which is so cheap. I mean, literally in US dollars, I think it's like $1.25 a month to be a member. I also have 2 other higher tiers where you'll get more discounts, more behind the scenes stuff, and huge discounts and free swag and merchandise when my swag line comes out here soon. So just check that out, and really appreciate those that are members. Yeah, I know, it really is. It's pretty wild, right? Martina says, hello from Slovakia. Wow, shout out to the other side of the world. Big shout out there, Martina. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, and blessings to everybody in Slovakia. Anthony says, you will always bounce back. Amen, bro. Manifest that destiny, control it. You will always bounce back as long as you never give up. So I'm laying here on my beautiful Filipino malong, and I have now just enough time left in this broadcast to give you guys a complete look at what is actually going on with my channel and where I'm going from here, because originally the plan was for September and October. September, I was going to have fiesta here, have a blessing and a party here at the house, have a fiesta here in town, because in the town that I live in here in Bohol, it is fiesta this month. And I was going to travel here and party with these guys, and then take off for Siargao to scout out a place to stay for the upcoming October 20th to November 10th timeframe of the big surfing contest window that was going to be happening in the Siargao Islands. That was my original plan there. And then October, I was going to be heading to Samar to scout out my next place to live, because I think Samar really does offer some of the best surfing opportunities that the Philippines has. And because of some propaganda and some cultural beliefs, a lot of people are afraid to go to Samar or don't want to go to Samar. And I think it's really going to be an amazing place for me and an amazing opportunity. So my goal was right after Samar, or right after Siargao, to head to Samar. And that's not going to happen right this second. It's not going to happen anymore per se, but it's not going to happen right this second, because you guys know, and here's the big update. All right, let me take a sip of water here. I'm a little anxious on this one. You guys know that I've been here 2 years living in the Philippines. You know that there's been some times where I've struggled. I've run out of money. My fiance left and moved back to the United States. I've had some injuries. I've had some illnesses. I've nearly died twice, once from leptospirosis and once from the dengue. But through all of that, I fell in love with this place. And the only way I was able to support myself was odd jobs overseas, things like delivery captain, private charter captain, jobs that I can pick up on this side of the world. Well, what I've done now is ended up landing the dream job. So I've been watching the job boards and watching the messenger boards and the sailing group boards, and I ended up getting a job offer for a privately owned sailboat, a very nice, large, beautiful sailboat on the other side of the world, that they need a captain. And not only do they need a captain, they need a social media guidance manager to help them start their YouTube. So for the rest of the foreseeable sailing season, which is not long, it's only a couple of months, I have full intent of being abroad on the other side of the world, sailing with a private family on a beautiful boat, and teaching them how to sail the world, and doing my job as a private boat captain. So I'm doing that to keep my life here in the Philippines going. For a lot of foreigners, this is what we do. Traditionally, they come here, and over the years, they build themselves up. They get settled here. They find where they want to live, who they want to marry, what they want to do with their life in the Philippines. And little by little, they go back and forth from their home country and they go back to the Philippines in between the times that they go abroad to work. Even a lot of Filipinos do that themselves as well. So it looks like for me, I'm going to be adopting that method for a little while, where I'm going to be stepping out of here and heading to go work as a private yacht captain for a little while, once again, for the third time in the last year and a half. And then I will take a break, I think, so will the owners, for a while, and I will come back here to the Philippines, obviously, immediately. I'm not getting rid of my house. I'm not getting rid of anything. My life will continue here. I'm leaving all of my stuff here. And I'm really, really excited for this opportunity. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time. That being said, I am actually leaving like really, really, really soon. That's how captain gigs work. You find an opportunity. There's an owner and a family that owns the boat. They need to fill a slot. They're trying to get somewhere. They're trying to travel. And so for me, it happened basically overnight, and it happened through a couple of video conference calls. And the next thing I know, flights are booked and getting ready to cross the world. 41 hours of travel, 5 flights, and I will be somewhere in the outer rim of the Bahamas and headed south with my new boss slash family. So I really excited for this opportunity. Thank you so much, Anthony, and you guys, for the congratulations. Truly, shout out to where everybody's at down here. But yeah, that is the big update for now. I got a new job. I got a new boat to captain, and I'm going to be heading off to do that. Now, obviously, the big question is, what's the plan for the channel? The Millennial Legends channel is not going anywhere. We're going to keep expanding on it. There's going to be a Sailing Legends channel. There's going to be all kinds of different directions we're going to take this. We're going to do some podcasting. I've got a new man-to-man podcast that I'm going to be working on coming up here around New Year's. And the Millennial Legends channel is never going to go away. We are going to keep blowing it up, keep expanding it, keep introducing and collaborating with other Millennial Legends around the world. And I am going to keep coming home here to the Philippines to establish myself and continue to build my future dreams here in the Philippines. And when I say my future dreams, I mean owning boats and doing charters here, owning resorts and doing surfing, fishing, and diving, and kayak, extreme fishing, saltwater, open water fishing resorts, like waterman resorts. I have major dreams for this place. And then also some really good sustainable seafood farming, open water, salt fish seafood farming. I have some amazing ideas for it. I also have some really good ideas for philanthropic ideas for building homes for the needy here, putting shoes and clothes on children's back here for the needy, as well as coming up with some sustainable organic farming and owning some farmland here as well. So I have a lot of big goals and a lot of aspirations for this country, and I love it very, very much. And God and fate and my friends have blessed me in this place, and I am so blessed to be here. So a lot of big things happening and a lot of good news coming out of this last month. So shout out to everybody down there. Parang Dondi Vlog. Hi from the Philippines. Big love there. I love that you guys are chit-chatting down there in the chat. Bonsano29 says, nice to hear. Good news, Idol. Can't wait to see your collab videos. Yes. Yeah, so for the foreseeable future, you guys are going to get a couple of videos that come out over the next couple of weeks as I travel and transition, a few more Philippines ones, and then out of nowhere, you're going to see me wake up one day and go live, and I am going to be in the Caribbean on a beautiful boat with a beautiful family, doing my job, keeping everyone safe as a sailing captain. So that is the plan for now, and the current goal is to come back around the holiday time frame, stay as long as I can, and then head back and do some more work on the boat, and keep coming back here until my home, my life, and possibly a new wife or something along that lines. Who the hell knows what manifests in the future happens. So big news there. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this video. I don't want to keep you guys too long and too late because it is getting late. It is 10:30 at night here. I've still got some dinner to eat. I'm going to make a little bit of sushi here because I did find a little blue marlin at the market. So we're going to have a little sushi, and we're going to go from there. Big shout out to everybody in the Philippines. Stay safe up north, anywhere near the typhoon. Hopefully the typhoon that's going to pass by us this week doesn't affect my flights. Big shout out to everybody in America. Be very safe on Labor Day weekend holiday. I didn't realize when I booked flights with my new boss that I was going to be flying during the busiest holiday weekend of the entire year in the Americas. So A little bit nervous about that. I have to fly through a typhoon and I have to fly through the Americas during Labor Day. It's going to be a little bit of a crazy thing there. So, but thank you so much, everybody who has watched so far. I really appreciate it. Huge updates here, huge updates to come. I cannot wait to show you guys the rest of the world. We're going to be going and sailing to some amazingly wild and beautiful countries and beautiful places over the next couple of months. So stay tuned for that. And then I'm going to help introduce you guys to a whole new channel and a whole new set of friends who want to start their YouTube channel on their boat. So I can't wait. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so humbled and I'm so blessed right now. Everything is falling into place and everything is working. And I'm going to try not to get emotional right now because it's been a rough couple of months and I've been through the ringer and I couldn't be happier right now. And it feels good. Everything's working out. And I got to tell you from the bottom of my heart, this new family that I'm going to go work with, no matter how long this opportunity lasts, it's going to be a good thing. And these people seem so amazing and so sweet and so kind. I can't wait to keep them safe and operate their boat for them down there in the Caribbean. So shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much. If you'd like to hit support, please click the super chat button there. And I will have a new episode out tomorrow for you guys to watch. And then a couple more short vlogs. Keep an eye on the shorts, the shorter vlogs over the next week or two, because that's all I'm going to have a chance to do during my travels and transits. And we will go from there with it. If you'd like to become a member, please click the join button on my homepage. And you will go from there with that one, and it'll prompt you through on how to become a premium channel member and support my channel. If you are on an iPhone, Apple, or Mac product, you have to actually go to the website browser, sign into YouTube, and then you'll be able to see the join button. So thank you so much, you guys. Anthony says, Joe Vanessa says, again, so happy for you. Thank you. Love you. She's a premium member, so she already knows about this. She was updated earlier on this one. Anthony says, online hug, bro, coming your way. Big hugs to you, bro. I love you, man. Shout out to the wife. Thank you so much to you guys. Thank you so much to all of you legends. Remember that you are all legends in your own story. You control your own destiny. You are the victim of your own creation. Tomorrow is up to you. Forget about yesterday. Conquer your dreams, and I love each and every one of you. God bless you guys, and I will see you guys in the next episode. And I am off to the Caribbean for a while, so woo! I cannot wait. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace!